Now on WECT News at 5.
A second allegation of sexual misconduct against a UNCW coach surfaces. What a letter from the DA's office reveals, including university officials not reporting the matter to police. A major development in the case of a former Teacher of the Year accused of sexual misconduct. A parent says she reported him to school officials over a decade ago. Critics calling foul on Fergie. If you missed her rendition of the national anthem, sit tight.
And mild temperatures continue for the next few days, soaring up to the upper 70s and some low 80s. Mixing in, we could likely challenge some record high temperatures. WECT News at 5 starts now.
Where news comes first. This is WECT News at 5. Streaming live on WECT.com and the WECT News app.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Frances Weller. We begin tonight with new information on the investigation into UNCW's longtime women's soccer coach. Just weeks after we reported on sexual allegations made against Paul Kearney, today, a new development. A second allegation made against Kearney has now surfaced. WECT's Chelsea Donovan joins us now with the latest. Chelsea, this was news to us this morning. News revealed in a letter sent from the district attorney's office.
That's exactly right, friend. So in that letter dated February 5th, District Attorney Ben David stated that UNCW's police chief contacted him regarding not one but two reports of sexual misconduct against Kearney. Now, this latest allegation was made back in May of 2004. In that letter, David states a woman emailed a member of the university's athletic department. The letter states that university administration closed the investigation into the matter after 1 week and, quote, did not report the matter to UNCW police or any other law enforcement agency. That's according to the district attorney. Now, this new allegation was discovered during the current investigation into Kearney, who was placed on administrative leave in December after a woman alleged on social media that he molested her during a soccer camp back in 1997. The Sheriff's Department investigated that case in 2007, but closed it after the alleged victim declined pursuing any charges. Now, in addition to taking to social media, the alleged victim recently filed a Title IX complaint with the university, whose inquiry into the matter is still ongoing. Now, a university spokesperson denied our request for an interview on this latest development, but has issued this statement. UNCW's Title IX investigation remains open and ongoing. As part of that investigation, the university continues to review the way the 2004 matter was addressed. We are fully cooperating with the SBI and have no further comment at this time. Of course, when asked if procedures were followed when the 2004 complaint was received, that university spokesperson said UNCW's current policy didn't exist then, and that part of the investigation involves reviewing the processes that were in place back then. Fran?
We're also getting new details in the investigation into Mike Kelly, the high school science teacher arrested earlier this month for sex crimes against a student. After we aired the news of his arrest, we got a call from a parent who said she raised red flags about Kelly 15 years ago. WECT's Ann McAdams took the call from that parent, and what did she say?
Fran, Caroline Kubler said when her child was a student at Laney High School in 2003, Mike Kelly was telling sex jokes in class and even showing kids porn. She says she took her concerns straight to Mike Kelly, as well as the principal at the time, Dr. Rick Holliday. She says they ignored her. After saying she was blown off at Laney, Kubler filed this formal complaint with New Hanover County Schools and kept a copy. Inside the 4-page complaint, she writes, "What went on in the classroom setting is unfair and unthinkable. No student should be forced to encounter intimidation or any language of inappropriate sexual context. I would like to request an investigation to assess what has taken place at Laney and a meeting with the superintendent." Kubler says she never even received a response to her written complaint about Kelly, who is now in jail charged with sex crimes against a student at Isaac Bear High School. You may remember that after Mr. Kelly was arrested, school officials indicated this was the first complaint about him to Human Resources in Kelly's more than 25-year career. Coming up tonight at 6, why they have no record of this formal complaint filed 15 years ago. We'll also tell you what some of Kelly's former students had to say about this. Fran?
All right, thanks, Ann. A beautiful start to the work week for the folks in Surf City. The blue skies and sunshine brought out dozens to Soundside Park today. We found boaters, people walking their dogs, and even the seagulls taking just a few minutes to soak in the warm weather and enjoy some nice weather. Meteorologist Kelly McGlynn is in now with a look at your forecast. So, Kelly, more warmer days ahead?
Yes, Fran, we know you like that too. We're actually going to be climbing to the upper 70s. Some low 80s could be mixing in within the next few days. That's actually going to challenge some record highs as we head towards Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We started this morning off not too bad, but we are seeing some showers starting to move into our Brunswick County, New Hanover County, and portions of Pender County. These are just some light showers here. Also, areas further inland could see a stray shower as we head throughout the overnight tonight, but temperatures staying pretty mild as we make our way through this evening, only falling down to the upper 50s. Winds now out of the south-southeast around 5 miles per hour. Variably cloudy skies tonight, but as we head into your day for tomorrow, still could see a stray shower. That's likely going to be the trend as we head throughout the next couple of days, but as we mentioned, those temperatures soaring up to record levels. We'll see how long they last in the 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit.
Two motorcycles collide, killing both drivers. The crash happened along Old Maple Hill Road in Pender County. Troopers tell us the first motorcycle was traveling east yesterday afternoon when the driver crossed the center line into oncoming traffic and struck another motorcycle. Both men were thrown from their bikes. Their names have not been released. Troopers say speed and reckless driving were factors in this deadly crash. Someone who changed lives. That's how friends and family are remembering a woman who died in a car accident Friday night. A pickup truck was traveling south on US 17 near NC 904 when the driver swerved into the turn lane and hit a van. That van then flew across the highway and was hit by two other cars. Penny Pickford was a passenger in one of the cars. WECT's Kaylee Tracy spoke with some of her friends today. Kaylee, they say she was coming home from celebrating her birthday.
That's right, Fran. Penny and her husband had spent the day shopping in Myrtle Beach for Penny's birthday when in a split second, her life was cut short. Everyone I spoke with today all said the same thing. Penny was always looking out for everyone else and would give you the shirt off of her back. Friends tell me she could light up a room and was a go-getter. Penny's husband, who was also in the car, has been released from the hospital. And through the tears, one of her friends says Penny wouldn't want everyone to be upset.
I know Penny is happy. I can see her looking down right now saying, guys, I'm happy. I'm living, I'm in heaven. I'm with Jesus, you know, I'm dancing, I'm with the angels. And she would want us to go on. That's just Penny.
Now, Francis and Leroy Carlisle also died in the crash. The driver of the truck was charged with felony death by motor vehicle. Investigators now say alcohol is considered to be a factor in the crash. The State Highway Patrol will reconstruct the scene tomorrow as part of the investigation. And at 6, hear about the big plans Penny had for the next few months.
So tragic. All right, thanks so much. Now to a deadly heart condition affecting millions of people across the country, many of them clueless they even have it. We're talking about atrial fibrillation, or AFib. It's a serious condition that causes your heart to beat irregularly, often described as butterflies, causing your heart to flutter. It's a deadly condition that kills 130,000 people every year. Tonight at 6 o'clock, WECT's Bob Townsend introduces us to a woman from our area who was blindsided by the condition.
It started last May. And I felt like someone had knocked me into a wall. You know, all I wanted to do was go crawl back in the bed.
New at 6, the symptoms you should look for to catch this deadly condition and some tips from doctors to help avoid getting AFib. No refunds. That's the word from Carolina Beach town leaders in a Facebook post. The town says it will not provide refunds for anyone who purchased an annual pass to Freeman Park. The park has been closed since last week after posts were illegally installed by Freeman Beach LLC. Town leaders gave the company until 5 p.m. today to remove them. Now, we have a crew at Carolina Beach. Our crew says those posts are still standing. As for the refunds, officials say because this is just a temporary closure, no money will be refunded to annual pass holders. More victims of the Florida shooting laid to rest today. That as the teen accused of killing them goes to court.
Where news comes first. This is WECT News at 6. Streaming live on WECT.com and the WECT News app.
New allegations made tonight against a high school teacher, Michael Kelly, who taught at Isaac Bear Early College High School. Investigators arrested him almost 2 weeks ago and charged him with sex crimes against a student.
According to those officials, Kelly had child porn of a student on his phone. Prosecutors now say at least 5 children at the school are involved with their investigation. New tonight, a parent whose child was in Kelly's class 15 years ago said she tried to warn administrators that he was inappropriate with students.
She says her warning was ignored. WECT's Ann McAdams took the call from this parent minutes after her story aired about Kelly's arrest. So Ann, give us an idea what she said.
Well, John, Caroline Kubler says Mike Kelly was telling inappropriate sex jokes in class and even showing kids porn back in 2003.
You're watching WECT News at 6.
We've done stories on the increase in flu cases this year. It's really rampant, and a lot of people are concerned about that. But there's another condition that affects people who are young and old and causes a loss of energy. And if it's not treated, it could result in patients having a stroke.
WECT's Bob Townsend tells us about a new clinic that is being created to educate more people about AFib.
Right, Olympics tonight, ice dancing, the women's half pipe, and men's 2-man bobsled starting at 8 o'clock.
We just want the U.S. to bring some gold.
Yeah, we got to get back up.
Yeah.
We're number 6 on the medal.
We're behind. Time to start winning some
Let's
medals.
hope we catch up tonight.
Yeah, let's hope so. And we'll see you tonight after the Olympic coverage.